What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering XRP. This is one of the good old-fashioned checking the news, then doing the TA. So I do believe I have these lined up properly. We're going to look at a few articles. It is starting out with very realistic and then jumping into the world of hopium, in my opinion. Anyways, let's start diving into this. Ripple's appeal fate and SEC shakeup. Is XRP's $4 target still in play? The legal battle between Ripple and Securities and Exchange Commission is taking a new turn as internal shakeups within regulatory agency hint at a possible shift in its approach. Recent developments including the reassignment of key legislators and restructuring the SEC's crypto and cyber unit suggests the commission may reconsider its appeal against Ripple. This has sparked optimism among the crypto community as the SEC retreat could mark a significant victory for Ripple and keep XRP's $4 upside target alive. So right now, huge hopium in this now that the SEC is dropping the lawsuit, because everybody does believe it was only the SEC's lawsuit that held down XRP's price during the last bull run. So they definitely believe that they are going to push this thing up higher than it ever could have gone before, because now the SEC is not calling them a security. That's really what I'm getting from this, which is nice. Internal changes at the SEC signal a shift. The SEC's crypto and cyber unit, once a powerful division dedicated to enforcing regulations against digital asset firms, is now undergoing significant downsizing. Acting Chair Mark Ueda, I'm butchering his name, I'm sorry for that, is reportedly leading an internal review. And as part of this, the agency has reassigned Joe Terrio. I'm so bad with last names. All right, George or Jorge, not really sure. A key legislator in Ripple's case to the IT department. This guy, Terrio. Oh man, that's gonna haunt me. Anyways, was instrumental in several high-profile cases against crypto firms, and his reassignment raises questions about the SEC's willingness to continue its aggressive legal approach. So it does show the SEC is shifting from being very overbearing on the crypto space to now letting some things start going through, and it's kind of nice. Let's see. Commissioner Pierce stance on crypto regulation. Commissioner Hester Pierce has been loudly criticized over the approach the agency took in crypto regulation through enforcement. The commissioner is in favor of clear guidelines over it. Pierce now stated that this new crypto task force will revise its approach toward classifying digital assets, and it could have some repercussions on the case of Ripple. So yeah, with new and developing things, it could make it to where they have zero case against Ripple, which is great. That's awesome. That's pretty much what this thing was talking about. Now let's look at the possible impact on XRP's price, aiming at $4 target. The ongoing legal battle has a considerable impact on XRP's market performance. With uncertainty surrounding the SEC appeal, XRP has experienced fluctuations in price, often reacting to updates in the case. The SEC drops its appeal, investor confidence in XRP could skyrocket and force the asset to a new high. So right now, this drawing is basically showing you had a nice skyrocket up. Whoever made this, I think this is the most realistic TA I could have ever seen, where you do see a back test in play on a correction. And then once you get your correction, you could see this thing fly to the upside. So I can get behind what this person's TA is saying, which it's rare that I have that with the XRP. community. Anyways, technical analysis believe XRP might rally forward toward $4, provided the price stays above key support levels. The remittance-based token, okay, is trading inside a descending broadening wedge pattern, which many coin analysts consider a bullish setup. If buyers intervene and XRP breaks above the resistance levels, then the token is poised for a strong upside movement, which, yeah, a falling broadening wedge is extremely bullish. I'm going to link this whole article down below so you guys can actually read through it yourself so you can see what's going on in there. Let's get to the next article where it's talking about Ripple's XRP could join the US Reserve, but only if it reaches this price. So they're essentially saying it needs to get to a certain price before the US will even consider it. Right here, story highlights XRP needs to hit $5. It needs to, for it to qualify in the U.S. Reserve consideration, says Fred Rispoli. So XRP Army, you know what to do. Push this thing up to $5 and you might have a chance. Utah House Bill 230 allows multiple cryptos, not just Bitcoin, as reserve assets. So they are banking on the states are going to think about putting XRP into its reserves, which could help its price a lot. Technical analysis indicated that XRP must stay above the 50-day SMA to maintain bullish momentum, and that is kind of true. That is kind of true, because as soon as you lose that 50 SMA, it's really hard to get back above. A lot of consolidation happens after that. Alright, so how could XRP be part of the U.S. Reserve? In a recent tweet, Fred Rispoli said that XRP would need to hit a price of $5 to qualify for inclusion in such a reserve alongside Bitcoin. So here's your tweet right here where they're talking about it. I hope that he expands on why. Rizzoli's comment came in response to Sergio Velez, the co-founder of Block Digital, who pointed out the Utah House Bill 230 is not focused solely on Bitcoin as a crypto reserve asset, leaving the door open for other cryptocurrencies like XRP to be considered. Instead, the bill gives state treasurers the power to invest public funds in certain digital assets. Rispoli clarified that while the law is clearly structured in a way that only Bitcoin qualifies, XRP would join the race of qualification only if the price reaches $5. So this might be a market cap type situation, but they did not really expand upon it. But XRP to be included in the strategic reserve, Ripple CEO, the discussion around XRP's involvement in state reserves is tied back to a statement made by Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse earlier stating that if a government were to create a digital asset reserve, it should be diversified and not limited to just one cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin, XRP, or any other. I mean, he's not biased when talking about it or anything, but hey, he did mention it right there. Meanwhile, there are ongoing talks that Garlinghouse might be on former President Donald Trump's shortlist for a crypto advisory council. If true, this could be a major bullish factor for XRP, which, as we know, he did get chosen. So there is that. He did get chosen. I really wish they would have talked a bit about market cap in there, but anyways, let's move on. So let's go on to this one right here where the hopium begins. Ripple XRP set for potential 1,500% surge as historical patterns resurface. All right, this is going to be a doozy. This came out 3 days ago. So it recently stated that Ripple's XRP might be capable of reaching a 1,500% increase. Such forecasting is fairly common within the technical analysis, and its premise lies in comparing it to trading performance of token in 2017. The projection is based on a moving average support band called the Bull Market Support Band, or the BMSB. I have never heard of this, but okay. We have a new band in play. Love it. Let's break it down, what's happening with XRP, and you can see an image of this noted. The link will be down below. You can rifle through this all that you like. Anyways, XRP's historical surge, specifically the analyst notes that there was a similar occurrence in history of XRP in 2017. Prior to that, XRP reached what EggReg says is the purple foundation. Purple foundation, okay, got it. The critical support level from where the altcoin skyrocket. This increase has put the number to grow to 1,500% within just 4 weeks, enough to bring the growth to Fibonacci level, the 1618, or the golden section. So yeah, that's interesting. We will see what happens there. This one's actually a really hard read for me. I don't like reading. It doesn't flow right to me. But anyways, we're gonna move along from this one because the next one is way more hopium than I could have ever imagined. Top analyst predicts XRP could skyrocket 3,900% to $99. And here's why. This one was posted yesterday at the time of me recording this. Today happens to be February 10th. So let's see what he's talking about here. In a bold prediction, analyst Javen Marks has suggested that XRP could experience a powerful price surge, potentially soaring 3,900% this cycle. Notably, the foundation of his bold XRP forecast in this asset's historical performance. Specifically, he drew parallels between the current XRP price movements and its behavior during the 2017 rally. So they are really banking on the 2017 rally. All right, according to Marks, if history repeats, XRP could see a massive rally in the coming months with potential 40x increase from the current price, where more specifically, the analyst noted that the $99 target for XRP is over 3,900% higher than the present level of around $2.41. Please get into the reason why. Notably, $99 price for XRP would imply an approximate market cap of 5.7 trillion or 10 trillion when considering its fully diluted valuation. That's usually the thing that holds everybody back from thinking this price could happen. So yeah, it would overtake the entirety of the crypto market if it could do that this cycle. Would be interesting if it did happen. I will say that. Would be very interesting if it did happen. But yeah. Anyways, that is what I wait, hold on. Critics argue the 2017 pattern is irrelevant for XRP's price forecasting. Meanwhile, some have recited such ambitious forecasts, warning that betting on such an occurrence could lead many to suffer significant losses. Moreover, some XRP analysts have even argued that 2017 historical pattern, which individuals like Marks used to call the $100 price, is now irrelevant, which I can see where they're coming from. Analyst Dom argued that many people are still trying to draw parallels to that year, but he considers it a waste of time. According to Dom, the market has shifted and the fractal pattern that previously existed has broken. I tend to agree. But that's just my personal bias. Anyways, all of these articles are going to be linked down below. Let's get into some technical analysis where I do have that historical pump from last run. Let's go ahead and see what I could see out of these charts and where we could see XRP's price going in the future. So getting our levels, I like to use the weekly time frame to get where our major levels of support and resistance are. And then I do like to go into our daily just to see where our major levels, or our not so major levels of support and resistance could be. Now, right now, I'm looking at XRP kind of like this as your low to high. And as you can see, it just basically skyrocketed. Why it did that, I'm not sure, because I wasn't in the market during that pump. But from what I hear, it melted faces. So I understand why the XRP army is so strong, because they were like, wow, that was the pump of a lifetime. I can understand that. That is fine. But I do think times are a little different thanks to what happened last bull run. Once again, I understand the argument. It's because of the SEC, but noted the fact that your highest point last bull run was $1.98 and your all-time high is $4.16. Yeah, you didn't get half. You didn't get half. And just to be called a security, I feel like that's a bit harsh, you know? I feel like it's a bit harsh. But anyways, I digress. Let's just get these levels real quick so then we can see where we could find support and resistance, and we can go from there. So, going into our daily time frame, you can see XRP, and noted, I will have to go back to the weekly real quick so you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing. But right now, we do have a level of resistance right here that we are below, and we even bearishly backtested it for 2 days straight. There's a possibility we break to the upside, but hey, it is a possibility. We don't trade off hopes and dreams, we trade off confirmation. Anyways, these are the levels that I'm really focused on, and a number one thing that I do want to point out here is the fact of no back tests were made after pumping. So what happened here? You never back tested this level, you back tested it here before you got another spike to the upside. Yeah, so back tests are pretty common. Don't get caught off guard by back tests. So a lot of people, they do like to, I don't know, forget about the back test. In my opinion, it's forgetting because, you know, you got the rose-colored glasses on. And with the rose-colored glasses, you're thinking everything's fine, we're just going up, no big deal, we're going to be doing things. All right, anyways, right now, you have this level down here that you were held down on the weekly for a long period of time. And that's sitting at 58 cents. 58.575. And the reason I bring that up is because if we look at the daily here, when we broke that level, we never officially back tested. We just flew out of there. So understand what is a possibility is a back test. Back tests are definitely possible. So I just want you to focus in on that because it could save you a lot of heartbreak. Anyways, on our daily, we're getting these levels real quick so we can see areas in which price can turn around. We did have this major drop. We've been trading sideways since then. So to me, I would be expecting another leg down. I like to trade off of Fibonacci. Now, I do want to point out, Fibonacci indicates if this thing does blast to the upside. I'm going to let you know that, even though I don't think it's going to do it right now. I think you're going to go for an 88% retrace. But if this thing does blast off from here, you could find yourself at $5.18. That is a possibility. So understand that. I might not think it's going to do it, but hey, I understand TA. If it does do that, you're looking at a 113% upside move, but also remember what those articles said. So in those articles, they basically said you need to maintain above that 50 simple on the daily. You are currently below it. So that is a problem. That does cause a lot of consolidation. It's also your first sign that you're more than likely going to come down and test your 200 daily moving average. Then you have to worry about, are we going to stay above it or what? Now, we're going to talk about this relative strength down here because this is kind of a big deal. What you can see right here is a high on the weekly. You have a higher high on the weekly. What did your RSI do? You had a high on your RSI, lower high on your RSI. Your weekly showed you bearish divergence, so therefore you have to give it the respect it is due. The fact that you do have bearish divergence on the weekly, you're expecting a retracement. Currently, what we are waiting on for XRP is a lower high. Once you get a lower high, understand a new downtrend has started, and it could get nasty. It really could. Going into our daily time frame, you also have your bearish divergence based off this high and this high. Price went up, whereas this relative strength came down. The institutions were selling into the rally. That is what this is indicating. Now, another thing I want to point out is you did have this steep level of support right here that you broke down from. You not only broke down, you bearishly backtested right here. Noted. I would appreciate if the price did come back up, test this level at $3 once again before rolling over, because then that would be a confirmation to the downside. And once again, we don't trade off hope, we don't trade off guessing, we trade off confirmation. So right now, I cannot tell you for certain we will be going straight down, but what I can tell you is we did fall bearishly out of a rising wedge pattern, which is a bearish pattern. So we do end up getting a measured move out of this. With your measured move, you are looking for something like this. When you break down from it, you get a bearish backtest. It lines up perfectly with you touching $1.57,485. You did not touch it. All you did was put in a low, and then you are not putting in any bullish divergence right now. It is just showing you sold off and you're consolidating. Going into our 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame here, this is where we can get a lot more information. So we had a very steep drop, we bounced, and we have been consolidating downward, consistent lower highs. The fact that you have lower highs is the biggest problem. So that's what's making me think another move to the downside is definitely in play. You could be seeing that move in the near future. Just as we can use our Fibonacci retracements here, we can also use it to the downside as well. So let's move the measured move out of the way, because we know where that's supposed to go. And what we're going to do, we're going to pull our Fibonacci. We're going to go from low to where the dump started, which is up here. So low to high, all I'm looking for is, did you at least get a 50% retrace? We exceeded it. We found resistance at a daily level of resistance at $2.72. So even if we rally up, I'm expecting this $2.72 to be like a brick wall and not be able to break out. So right now, on a measured move down, we are looking for anywhere between the 1272 or the 1618 Fibonacci retracement levels. So right now, if you're looking at the 1618, that is bringing you all the way down to 93 cents. The 1272 brings you down to $1.39. So this is something you really should pay attention to, especially when you have a drop and you start setting lower highs. This is a sign distribution is still happening. Noted, if there's some bullish news, this could change. This could change right away. I know there's going to be somebody who says, but we're putting in higher lows. What I see out of this is a bit of a symmetrical triangle where, yes, you could change directions. You really could. But I think you are about to figure out if you're going to go up or down. And considering on your 4-hour time frame, you just are about to enter that bullish control zone while you've been getting lower highs. It is making me think it is setting up perfectly for more downside. Now, this downside target could lead you to anywhere between. You could see 41, 61, or even getting that deep retrace and getting the back test of this former level at a 76% move to the downside. That is all a possibility. Now, one other thing I do want to bring to your attention here is the 886 retracement level, which is a very common retracement, which is kind of the ideal place you want to get into. It is almost coinciding with this 1618 to the downside, because your 886, so an 88%, 88.6% retracement is sitting at 82.201 cents, which if you just get the 886, you're looking at 66% downside. So I don't want you to get caught off guard. This is the thing that could happen. So I don't want anybody to like start over investing up here until you get some form of confirmation that you're going to keep going up. Because the worst thing and the worst taste you can get in your mouth is hearing all this amazing news, how high the price can go, how amazing it is. It's going to be replacing currency worldwide. Banks chose it. You're going to hear all this crazy stuff. And then all of a sudden you see the price fall 66%. And you're going to be like, I just got burned. So then, of course, you sell at a loss, and then you never want anything to do with the crypto space again. I don't want that to happen to you. That's why I'm making this video. This is something that should be brought to everyone's attention. Noted, there is a complete bullish case right now where you could go up. And noted, if you do go up, I mean, just on a measured move from this symmetrical triangle, you would be looking at a move upward going up into this right here, 27%. $3.12. That is a possibility as well. So understand technicals, they can go all over the place. Really focus in on what is the market doing, how is Bitcoin looking, because Bitcoin does dictate the price of pretty much every other crypto. And yeah, pay attention to the economy and things that are going on there, because the crypto space, it is not insulated from traditional markets at all anymore. Now that the institutions getting involved, trust me, we are moving a lot more with the stock market than anyone wants to acknowledge. Anyways, hopefully this video helped you out. I know it was really long-winded. I know that I'm terrible at reading. But if you did enjoy all the information, please hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel. I have a link down below for my Discord, completely free Discord. And also, we go live every single day. Maybe join the community, join a live stream, get some TA on your favorite cryptos, and just get some extra insight. Anyways, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic start to your week. I will catch you in the next one. Take it easy. See you later.